I haven't picked up the camera since I got home from the hospital. I guess I should just do my first postpartum update. How I've been feeling, how Sebastian's doing, how Mila's doing, how we're just all adjusting as a family. It was definitely a lot when I first came home. Like, I don't know, postpartum can do some weird things inside your head. I definitely felt some baby blues in those first few days, but obviously as the time is going on, I'm feeling like more and more myself in recovery. Like personally, I have a hard time just sitting down, and I'm very independent. Like I couldn't, you know, come home to my home and clean and cook and just get up normally, and couldn't go to the bathroom right, and my boobs hurt really bad and everything down there hurt really bad those first few days. It was just really strange to get used to that again. And obviously being really sensitive, I had a really hard time, and still kind of do, but it's getting better each day, from being pregnant. And I'm just being honest here and sharing how I feel. Even with Mila, I had a hard time accepting no longer being pregnant and no longer having the baby bump and having him inside me and having us have that close bond. Also, now that he's here, I'm having trouble just not feeling sad that this time is going by so quick. I'm like, I don't want him to, you know, get any bigger than he already has been getting. 11:23 a.m. currently, and it's 1 week from when I was in labor, and when I was having him, he was technically born at 3:45 p.m. and I'm just like, I don't even want to like look at the clock when it's 3:45, because it's like, oh my god, exactly, already 1 week went by. Postpartum is so weird, but it definitely makes me feel better this second time around. Like your first baby, I feel like is so much harder than your second baby, because it's like, okay, all these things that happen with my body and my emotions and having the baby and going through the newborn phase, it just feels so familiar, but doesn't mean that it's like not easy. But it's easier, but not. It's still very much hard and very much of trying to just get used to it again, and or really get used to what your new normal will be is kind of really what it is. But I'm like finally going through like my birth vlog and everything. Oh my god, like I can't even, that's just a whole nother level of craziness. I did not expect to get as much footage as I did, and my birth photographer just sent over all my photos also. But I just ended up pumping. So far my milk supply is doing absolutely great. You can tell that's like my less producer, and that's my good side. That's the side he can latch on. But guys, I'll just let you know, like if you're like, how do you look so put together right now? The only reason why I don't obviously have any eye makeup on. I rarely wear eye makeup anymore. I always put the same lipstick on or lip tinter, and I'm just wearing like a little bit of powder on my face, and I straighten my hair obviously. And I'm in a pumping bra or nursing bra. But we had our newborn photo shoot today, so it's like I had to, you know, get ready. And it's also 1 week postpartum. So I also just wanted to make sure to get this update, because these days are going by so quick and I don't want to forget it. But that's what's hard about it. Like you're so in the thick of it that you tend to forget it so quickly. So I'm like, I need to vlog today. So I can finally say his name, baby Sebastian. We just obviously kept it, or I felt uncomfortable talking about his name, because a few family members, like we were starting to like announce his name, and they said, ew, I don't like that, didn't like it, whatever. And immediately I'm like, I'm not talking about it anymore, because I didn't want it to like affect how I felt about it, because I loved the name. Obviously it's his name still, but I can't believe he's here. He's starting to wake up. I have to feed him. I either nurse him if I feel like I have enough time to sit that long, or I'll just pump and give it through the bottle. Trying to make it easier for myself. No need for extra pressure of anything. Something about learning, that's just something you learn the second time around, is you try to just do things as easy as possible. It's just, I don't want these days to end. It's like, this is so, like next week he's gonna be 10 times bigger. Gotta show him real quick, he looks cute. Right now it's only super quiet because Mila is also sleeping, and he's obviously sleeping, but he has to wake up and get a good feeding. trying to like show his face. Oh. I guess I'll also show you 1 week postpartum. So it's kind of what I'm looking like. My body's definitely not the same, and no, I haven't been doing anything to try to get back to my original size or anything. It actually makes me really sad that I look so deflated right now. The same exact thing happened with Mila. I just lost weight really, really quick. I think it has to do with breastfeeding, and I think it has to do a lot with genetics, because my sister and my mom were the exact same way. So don't feel bad about yourself. My body's different than yours. I literally have just been sitting doing nothing because I'm in recovery. He's starting to wake up a little bit. I think I have to like clean a nipple because I don't think I have, but there's like so many bottles just like everywhere now. I don't think I have one. I have these underwear too. Postpartum underwear. I wore them a lot when I was pregnant too. I seriously cannot find a nipple. Maybe they're in here. Here, Mila just woke up. The doctor said I'm not allowed to pick her up, so Gino's actually home still. He's gonna be home for 3 weeks, thankfully. Like, so thankful for that, because I think all babies are gonna start crying, so I'll have to update a little later. So I just fed him, and he had, it looked like about 2 ounces out of the bottle. And now he is right back to sleeping again. Something that newborns just do, they just sleep so much. But everyone's eating now. Gino made pancakes for Mila, and he's eating like a bunch of eggs and bacon. And then I'm just making myself eggs and then a piece of like Ezekiel bread. I probably have to either feed him or pump around 1:45 2, unless he wakes up a little earlier, and then I'll probably put him to my boob or something. I don't know. Just trying to make sure it's every 3 hours. So it's now 12:57. I guessed he would have maybe wanted to eat around 1:30, but it's like more like a 45 to 30 minute earlier than I thought it would be. But he's on boob right now. I feel like this is like the hard part about this, or with him, because he's so fresh and little still, that when I put him on my boob, I feel him sucking, and then I feel the letdown, and I can hear him drinking the milk, and then he stops and then starts and then stops. And it makes me feel like if he's getting enough or not, and then it makes my boobs just feel crazy right now. So that's why I'm so back and forth with like pumping, then a bottle, and then putting them on my boob. I'm just trying to figure out like what's easier. Naturally, I just want to have him more on my boob because it just feels like nicer and more bonding and everything. But then I pump and give it through a bottle. It's like 10 minutes to get all the milk out. My boobs don't feel like rocks. He usually drinks like 2 ounces of it, and that takes like 5 minutes. So I don't know, I guess it really just all depends, but this is what we're doing right now. And thankfully I was able to eat my food and everything, so maybe we'll go for a walk later on. But at the same time, I'm trying to like slow myself down to not overdo it, because I still am bleeding a lot. And then like yesterday we went out to the park and I felt my, you know, my lady bits kind of feeling a little sore after, but this second time around it definitely feels way better. Like with Mila, my, you know, parts were hurting for like months, I felt like, and there's times of the day I don't even feel anything down there at all. I guess I should talk real quick about one of the #1 things that people want to know about is how's the baby sleeping at night. So far he's giving us 3-hour stretches at night, which when it comes to having such a little baby, newborns, you can't expect for it to last. Like, it's kind of like you take it day by day. Like, okay, he slept, you know, he gave us 3-hour stretches last night, and you just don't know how it will be the next night or the next day. It's just so unpredictable. So you kind of have to just, I don't know, take it day by day. I feel like a lot of the, you know, it gets easier with sleeping doesn't happen till, I mean, from my experience with Mila, 6-7 months. I think by 8 months she was like sleeping all the way through the night. So, but I can't expect that from him. He needs to actually eat every 2.5-3 hours. But he's actually just automatically waking up every 2.5-3 hours, or my boobs are. But he just pulled off me, so I guess he's done. This is literally like the best angle, and it goes by just like so quick. His face has changed so much since he's been born also. Kind of feel like I'm bleeding a lot right now again. I'm trying to burp him a little bit. Gino just took Mila outside. I think I want to try to get outside also. I think I'm gonna bring him outside in just a minute. Okay, buddy. This is like one thing about newborns. I mean, one thing I'm like not used to is like okay, like what could be wrong with him right now against a toddler? It's like she's like talking, and I just obviously know her so much better now, and I just obviously know, like, I don't know what's wrong with Mila. Like him, I don't know. It's kind of like always like that guessing game.
Make you cry, but tonight, cleaning in my closet.
We're gonna go for a walk. I'm trying to just do small things like this that makes me feel normal and in like my same routine, but trying not to push it. Something that I did all the time when I was pregnant, and obviously normally I would always just go for a walk at least once a day. Back from our walk, that felt pretty good. I don't know how long it was, very short. I'm feeling super tired, and I'm just gonna make myself some coffee. I was like wondering why I was so tired right now, because the past few days I've actually been getting like out coffee, like Dunkin' Donuts latte, and then like, you know, I haven't been tired, but then I just realized, oh well, I didn't have any caffeine. Another thing with breastfeeding, you want to just make sure you're drinking a ton of water and trying to aim at 3 of these a day, which is 1.5 gallons.
For you.
So I have to pump my left side. Again, I keep talking about how I always have to exclusively pump the one side because the nipple's so inverted. Gino's got a diaper. I feel like he's... Oh,
hey, we're matching.
Yeah. I feel like he's hungry again, so gotta do this before he needs me. I'm just using like this is the off-brand of Hakka. It works exactly the same. Me and Gino call it the tit clencher, and then just the manual pump. So I don't keep using like the electric one. I don't want to like get too much milk.
Mila.
I can tell he's hungry. He's like at his hands right now. So I'm going to do this on the one side and have him nurse on my other side. So I ended up getting like 4 ounces or so, just above 2 from the one boob that I struggle with, and then I know he for sure drained my boob pretty well. Probably got like 2 ounces because when I pump without, you know, him sucking on it, it's usually like 4 ounces, and only like 2 came out. It's like crazy how much, you know, toddlers watch you, because she keeps trying to put this stuff on her boobs now. It's so cute.
Thank you. You too.
Now he's just very content and happy. So I have to change my pad. I can tell I'm still having not a lot of bleeding, but decent amount. This is like the size pad that I'm using now. It's like, you know, not too gigantic. Like the ones in the hospital were like right when you give birth, when you're like gushing blood. And I still, every time like I change, I still use the Peri bottle, and I still am putting the witch hazel pads. I've been stopping using this. I still have to use the Peri bottle. I'm still using this because it's still very strange to like go to the bathroom. And I mean like pee, like I need to like spray this, so I like, it's so weird. Ugh, like that's probably gonna take a little bit. And also going number 2 is still kind of strange. Like I feel it, and I don't want to like push, obviously, so like that's still a little like messed up. I actually have to go to ShopRite, get more pads and stuff. I think I mentioned that I did have a 2nd-degree tear, and I'm just overall super shocked of how much it just hurts less down there, because it was just so much easier of a birth. So just happy about that.
Done? My God.
Gino just said he had an explosion.
It's been going on for like 5 minutes, right, Mimi?
God.
It scared Mila.
All right, time to change you.
Was it scary?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna change him into this outfit here, just because we have to go to ShopRite. I need obviously more pads and some stuff for dinner, and it's a little hot out, so I'm just gonna have his legs out. So all this is Kite Baby, but I feel like he's getting a little sleepy, but I love all their stuff. It's super, super soft and just like really cute. I've been having him in this hat like literally every single day, because it's one of the only hats that fits his head real good, and I just ordered like a whole bunch more from Kite Baby. So back from ShopRite, just had to obviously get a few things. Just holding him right now. It's like passed out in my arms. Gino's just gonna start cooking some dinner, and Mila's watching Cocomelon. I think every single person that has toddlers knows about Cocomelon. So
Make sure she's happy.
yeah, that's kind of been, I feel like, more of a struggle than just having the baby. Like I feel like he's the easy part, and that's a little bit harder just because, you know, I don't know.
I guess it's just different for her.
Very different for her, and that's...
And of course you had to get her knees cut.
Yeah, right when we got home, we had a perfect plan. I had to like change his diaper, and then she ended up falling and scraping her knees, and it's just, they really hurt. So it's just been tough to deal with, and it's been like already 5 days, and she's still very nervous of her knees. But I'm like, why did that?
So they don't touch your knees.
Yeah, like holding her dress up, like I feel so bad. And then it's like this came home, so
It's still kind of frozen.
yeah. All right, well, I'll check back in later. So first time I'm trying to do some laundry, and I just have him right here, but I think he is getting hungry. That was, oh, well, hour and a half ago, but I can tell he's got a big appetite, that's for sure, which is just, you know, a good sign. But I'll see how much longer he'll hold out, because I just want to, I mean, I don't have to do, I don't know, it feels weird just trying to do, you know, the same things that I was doing before to just make me feel more myself again. But I don't like being away from him at all, so he's just right here. It's like so weird. I'm trying to figure out, I mean, these are the weird things that I guess are coming across my mind right now. I'm like, is he hungry or just wants like comfort? Because now he's kind of like falling asleep. Okay. That's the part that's like a little confusing about newborns. You kind of just have to do trial and error, you know, because they don't, you know, obviously communicate. I don't know, I feel like an hour ago, I mean, I guess it's normal, but he had like boob, and then he had I gave him like, he had like a little bit of an ounce from the bottle too, because sometimes I just offer it. But so I just pumped on my left side, and then I used this on the other side, and I fed him. Oh my god. Thank god that was a few drops. I dropped like a big thing of this earlier today, all on the couch, and it's probably just gonna smell bad because it's breast milk.
Hashtag bottle problems.
He definitely was hungry when we were in the laundry room before, because he, you know, I could tell he was like chowing down. Yeah, he's just sleeping now.
Amy, come here.
We just had dinner.
Come here, baby.
And now I just have to put this in the fridge, or maybe I'll leave it at, I don't know. Ew, it's just everywhere. I feel like this is kind of boring right now, but I'm just, I don't know, going about my day. This is kind of how it's been so far, going smooth, which it's always like I keep getting hot flashes. Oof. I probably should, I feel like a lot of people don't mention this either. When you're sleeping at night, you get postpartum night sweats, and I mean not like just like a little bit, like you wake up drenched. Like I actually have like water drops between like my boobs, and literally like the bed is soaking wet, as if like a whole water bottle like got dumped underneath me. Oh yeah, like right now I'm just like super hot and gross. But again, this is where we're at right now. Mila's about to go to bed at 7 o'clock. He's probably gonna eat pretty soon. Probably, I'm hoping to like 8 o'clock. So then, say we feed at 8 o'clock, and then he'll hopefully, you know, who knows, wake up 10:45, 11. Then maybe like 2, 3, and then we're up by like 5, 6. That's kind of pretty much how it's been.
Take your pinky out. Open up a little more.
Yeah, nothing too crazy has been happening. We've just been relaxing. I mean, I'd like it to stay this way, relaxing. Just trying to soak in the days where he's just kind of like this. I think I downloaded this app called the Wonder Weeks app, and it says in like 27 days or so he should go through his first sleep. If you don't know what that is, it's when the baby's brain is like developing, and they tend to just be a little more fussy and everything like that. I recommend getting it because it's definitely on point. I got it with Mila, and it was like, as soon as like something was weird with her or she got more fussy, it would like explain why and kind of help you understand how your baby's feeling. Yeah, but I'll update later because this is all we're doing. I'm just actually relaxing right now. I'm also looking at all of my labor and delivery birth photography photos. Oh my god, it just brings back all the memories. I'm so grateful I was able to get this done. She was able to get all these pictures because this is something I didn't do with Mila, and so worth it. So I never got around to showing what I was about to do right before bed, but it wasn't anything too crazy. I just, you know, obviously I fed him and I pumped and brought in like 1,000,001 bottles into our room to prepare for the night. But last night, I feel like wasn't, I don't want to say like wasn't the best. I mean, it's just a night of sleep with a newborn. Like we first had like a really good, I think over 3-hour stretch. And then like when 12 a.m. hit and like we went to like feed him again, he like got the hiccups and everything. And then I tried to like soothe him with that, and then I think only like 45 minutes went by, or like an hour, where we both fell asleep, and he was back up around like 2. You know, I was just trying to feed him and everything, but I think the problem was he had like a really big poop in him, because as soon as like he pooped, like he was knocked out again for like another like 3 hours. So it's to be expected, but I feel a little bit more tired today. I've been noticing on average I've been getting like 6 hours of sleep, which is, I think that's considered pretty decent compared to what some people go through, or what I may be going through in the future. I have an app on my Apple Watch and it tracks my sleep. I've been using it for over 2 years, and it says on average I get over 3.5 hours of deep sleep and like just over like 6 hours of sleep, which again, better than nothing. Some people wake up every like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, literally absolutely nothing. But I'm feeling a little tired today. It's probably just all catching up with me. But yeah, here he is. And yeah, you can see I'm still using the nipple shield. I feel like probably further down the line I can probably have him latch without it, but my nipples hurt way too bad. I think I need to make a coffee, and then I'm going to pump a little bit because I feel like a little engorged still. Like he's getting it out, but just not like a lot out. I'm gonna just try to see if he's gonna go down for a nap while Mila's still napping too, and maybe I can go eat something. But that's all I have for today. Again, I just don't want to make a boring vlog because this is kind of how it's been, but I'm just trying to soak up every minute because I know I'm going to be sad when this is over, just like I'm still sad my pregnancy's over. Raising babies is the absolute best thing in the world, in my opinion, and it just all goes super quick. So if you're currently pregnant or you have a newborn, just know it is all temporary. Just try to take small wins and enjoy every single second while you can. Even if you feel a little miserable, it doesn't last. So I'm saying that from a second time around. It's so much better the second time around with the experience and everything like that. So yeah, baby Bash is doing good and eating like crazy. He has way more of an appetite than Mila ever did, but I'm going to end it here. So I'll see you in the next video.